Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of the GuildRock Survival Series. My name is Joe Buffalo, and today in this warehouse behind me, I'm going to show you an automatic item sorting system that has an overflow area, and when not in use, 100% of the hoppers are locked. And after that, I'm going to take you on a tour of our shopping district to look at our new store. And finally, we're going to go visit Rocket at the Pig Racetrack. We have a whole bunch to cover, so let's go. Well, this is where I'm going to put the warehouse. I've already staked this out a few episodes ago. Now it's just a matter of clearing this out and making it accessible to put in this big warehouse. So I'm going to get started on clearing this out, and we'll start showing you how to build this once it's done. So in order for the 100% hoppers to be locked, the automatic item sorting system has to be set up in a staircase manner. And you'll see in a little bit the reason behind that. But what I'm going to do is take these chests and I want to bring them 6 high in the form of a staircase. Now that the chests are 6 high, we can go behind them and start placing hoppers going into the back of them. And here you can see all hoppers are facing all into the chests. So when an item hits that, it'll flow all the way down to the bottom chest first to fill those up. Now we got to clean some more room up top here in order to place the hopper that's going to contain the items that we're going to sort. Go ahead and place down a temporary block, then place a hopper going into the temporary block, then remove that block. Now we're going to jump down and put a block of your choice on the second hopper from the top. So now we're going to go ahead and climb back up here, place down a temporary block, place blocks above and below that block, and then remove the temporary block. Add a glass block. Now we're going to add 2 more temporary blocks. Place down a block of your choice, and then remove the other blocks. Now we just need to add the redstone. So first we're going to place a comparator down, and that comparator is going to read what's inside of that hopper, and then produce a redstone pulse coming out of that comparator. Next we're going to add a repeater, and then a redstone torch, and then redstone dust. And that's it. The circuit is complete. The comparator will now read what's inside of the hopper, conduct a pulse that is 3 strong to turn on the hopper that's currently locked. Now we're going to jump back down and remove these 2 blocks. Add a sticky piston, and then a redstone block. And then we're going to remove all these blocks. We're going to add redstone and remove this block. And then once you add the redstone, add a block here, place a lever on top of that block, and now the system's powered. And if we look over here, the redstone block, when raised by the piston, locks the 2 bottom hoppers. We turn it off, it unlocks them. Now off of the redstone behind the block, we'll go ahead and add a sticky piston, remove this block, add a block of glass, and some redstone. We'll turn it on again, and come over here and add 1 more piece of redstone, and that will power the piston. Now that the piston's powered, we can place a redstone block on top of the piston, and now we have 4 hoppers that are locked off of the 1 switch. Now we'll add a piece of glass behind that redstone on top of the glass, and a sticky piston on top of the redstone. Add a redstone block on the piston, a temporary block, a block of glass here, remove this block, and add a piece of redstone. That will power the piston, and now we've turned off all 6 of the hoppers leading into the chests once we turn on the switch. Now from that redstone, we're going to go ahead and build a redstone tower. So we're going to dig down these 3 spots, add a piece of redstone dust, and then build a redstone tower that is 6 high. That tower is going to power 2 more redstone blocks, 1 for the top piston, which will activate a redstone block onto the hopper that is going to move all the items, and then to another piston, which is going to push in a redstone block into another hopper, causing all 8 hoppers to be locked with the turn of a switch. And there, when I turn the switch, all the hoppers are open and unlocked. The power is taken out, and the only locked hopper is the one that's sorting the items. And here's a view of what it looks like from the side. You have your 6 hoppers that are locked on the side, followed by glass redstone into a redstone torch tower. That redstone torch tower powers the 2 pistons on top, which move the redstone blocks into position to lock the 2 hoppers above, causing all 8 hoppers to be locked at once. So over here, originally I was going to go with a water moving item system. However, I've changed my mind, and now I'm going to go with a hopper item moving system, as it seems a little easier, and all I have to do is lock the hoppers. So now I got to tear all this down and start over, and let me show you what it looks like once you duplicate all of the items next to each other based off of what we just built. As the thunderstorm approaches, this is what we have when we duplicate everything next to each other. It's snowing nice outside. If we look at the first row of redstone blocks, it goes all the way down 10 blocks, and at 10 blocks I separated it So each section has 10. So there's 10 items in this section, 10 items in this one. There's 11 on the back wall, 10 here, and then 10 here. So a total of 51 items, which this automatic sorting system will sort over 1 million items. And with this group of 10, the same process is followed with the 3 rows of redstone that we already talked about, locking the 6 hoppers. Then to extend the redstone, all we did was run a row of redstone on the top of this glass block here, and the same thing here, and that's powered all from these redstone blocks once they're active. And up top, we have our circuit. And our circuit has the comparator with the 3 blocks of redstone and the redstone torch and repeater underneath. So that just goes one after another after another. Here, the redstone torch tower leads this redstone into this piston, which powers this piston into this row of redstone hoppers. The same over here in this 10 section. And it runs all the way back outside through the wall over to this next 10 section, which over here runs the same way into this row of hoppers. And all it is redstone dust on top of each hopper. That's what locks every hopper once these redstone blocks are touching the redstone dust. And in order to lock the hopper underneath the row of hoppers that transfers the items, I just ran 2 pieces of glass. So when this comes down, it activates this redstone, which then in turn activates all these pistons and locks every one of these hoppers. Now, in order to set up your item sorter area, you have to access the hopper that's underneath the item transfer hoppers. And if you go into that one, what I did was I took a block that I had a lot of and I named it junk. You can name it anything you want. And then take 41 of the items that you want to sort. So for instance, in this row, there's cobblestone that's being sorted into the chest below. Once the 46th item hits this hopper and it's a cobblestone, it's going to turn on this hopper here, which will allow the item to flow into the cobblestone area. And that happens with all of them. Here we have gravel. The next one is diorite. And if we look down below, I just identify them with the block that goes in that row, as well as a picture frame. And the reason I do both is I want to see what it looks like in the ground, but actually doing it this way, instead of doing it with the water, saved over 48 pieces of redstone block, which is roughly 450 items of redstone. And I'll show you what it looks like once we turn the switch here. We have the switch hidden back here. Right now everything is on, all hoppers are unlocked. And if we look, every hopper is now turned on and accessible throughout the entire build. Even the ones for the overflow area. All right, let's show you how this thing works. So here I built an automatic shulker box unloader. And if you want more information on that, you can go check out my YouTube shorts on how to build this. But all you do is go ahead and place a shulker box inside the chest, and that chest will funnel into this hopper, which will then funnel into this dispenser. Once I click the button, that'll activate the dispenser, and that'll spit out the shulker box on top of a hopper. That hopper will then begin to unload that shulker box. And if we drop down below, when we open this chest, we have all the cobblestone being taken in through this chest here and sorted for us. Now, once that shulker box is empty, there's a comparator behind it. That comparator then activates redstone, which activates a piston, which the piston hits the shulker box and it falls into the hopper in front, which is collected in the chest here. And that's how we get our shulker boxes back once they're empty. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the remainder of all my shulker boxes and fill up the rest of this item sorting area. But first, let's go check out the overflow area. Underneath the overflow area, I've dug this small room out, and underneath that block there is our hopper line from the top of our overflow area. What I'm going to do is just place a chest, and then on the side of that chest, I'm going to place a hopper going into the chest. And then from there, I'm going to just add chests on top of that hopper. And then run the same on the other side. Put a hopper going into the second chest. And then a chest on top of that hopper and half of the other chest. And I'll continue to do this all the way up to the top hopper to store the items that are not contained in the 51 items above. And here's a view of what it looks like from the top with all the hoppers locked. And it goes down into the area that I cleared out. And this is the row of hoppers and chests. That will be the overflow area once we get this room set up. But let me dig out this room and show you what it looks like when it's 100% done. Finally, after 5 long days of playing Minecraft, I finished my warehouse and my automatic item sorting system. In order to hold 1 million items, you're going to need a large facility. And I don't think I realized how big of an area I needed when I first started this project. As we walk inside, we made it like a warehouse. Kind of had a drop ceiling idea in my head and have some of the mushroom lights come through those drop ceiling tiles. I decided to place doors in between the sets of 10 items. That way we can have extra storage as I need it just for this stone. Maybe I'll have a stone sale. I need to come up with a big build for all this stone. Maybe a bridge to the other side of the mountain. And what's nice is finally everything is separated and I know where everything is at. One of the advantages to this type of build is that it leaves room in the back for you to switch out an item if you need to switch out an item in the future. And then if you're wondering what these barrels are for, it's for items that relate to the block that's inside the item sorter. And finally, if we go through this door here, this takes us down to our overflow area. You can see there's the overflow area from the top, leads us down these copper stairs. And then back here is where everything that doesn't fit in the 51 items flows down. And it goes right through each one of these hoppers, each one of these chests, all the way down to the bottom one. And once it hits the bottom one, we can grab the items, turn around, and place them where they belong. And what's nice is this gives me an additional 84 items to sort manually down here. However, we can change it in the future with an allay sorting system. And if we come around the corner, here's where all of our ore blocks are. From our redstone, our gold, emerald, diamonds, coal blocks, the copper, the iron, and the lapis. One of the things I forgot to do, I'll have to switch that copper block out, was to wax it with honeycomb, like I did on the stairs. But that's an easy fix. Now, this room is far from finished. I did put in a lava farm back here. And the reason I put a lava farm in is because in the future, over here in this area, I want to place in a large automated smelting area that's going to use the lava as fuel to smelt. But this is it. This is the entire build. It did take quite some time. It was a challenge to do in survival. Let's go down into the basement to show you what it looks like all cleared out really quick. And here we go. Everything is empty. We've moved out officially. All we have left are turtles and cows, and those will be moved here in the next episode. It's nice to have this. I think I might just put a few signs down here. This is where the buffalo started. And here's a view from the mountain across the valley. A new building to our mountain. All right, let's head to the shopping district and show you our new store. And here we are right on Main Street, off to the left here. I've taken over a store that was previously built. Did a couple modifications in the front and in the inside. Placed a few signs here to let everyone know that it is now opened. The diamond tree, where everything is just a diamond. Comes with a nice automatic door when you leave. And then a couple surprises inside so that you can have a joyful experience as you're shopping in this store. Right now we have 20 items on sale at the store, and they range from everything from clay to lanterns, to mud, goat horns, to powdered snow. It looks like we've got a sale on our powdered snow. So thank you for the purchase, whoever purchased our powdered snow. I'll have to refill that. We even have iron blocks that I don't think anyone else is selling at the moment. For 16 iron blocks for 1 diamond. What a deal. And what the extra enjoyment of shopping my store is that if you open the door where it says employees only, I know it says employees only, but you can go downstairs. This is a previous redstone payment system that was set up that is still intact upstairs with ender pearls, but I've stored a few things like music discs in here. So if you want to come down or bring your own music disc, you can flick that lever right here, come back upstairs, and now the floor is in a dance floor mode. Pop in your CD, and then just have a great time. And if you don't want to buy anything, you don't buy anything, but at least you're going to have some fun. Let's do a quick little dance around and enjoy the music. All right, well, that's a tour of our store. Hopefully you come in and purchase what you need. Let me know if you have any special requests. I'm sure I can find it and charge you a nice small fee. Let's head over to the racetrack and see how the pigs are doing. Well, here we are. And it looks like Rocket completed the finish line. Looks like a trophy ceremony area. That's neat looking. Alright, we come to the starting line, and we put in some new vending machines. It was kind of a combo idea between me and Rocket. He's built the beginnings, and I made him glow. And here's some tasks we have left to do yet. Ooh, look who's here. I didn't realize Rocket was here. We should go see what he's up to. Well, I have an idea. What if we sneak down and startle him? Let me see. Do I have anything in my inventory that I can startle him with? He's very into his work at the moment. Let me see what I have here. Ah, perfect. A bucket of water. This'll work. I don't think there's any redstone down here. I'll ruin. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm okay. Here we go. We're just going to place a bucket of water over here. Now that should get his attention. We have to... There we go. Now he can't see us. Wait for it. Ah, we got him. Ah, we got you, Rocket. What's up, man? It surprised me. See, he got surprised. Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. I finally played a prank on someone. Just happened to be Rocket first. Well, down here is our secret storage area. I guess it's not a secret anymore. Anyway, everything looks great. You're doing a great job. This was a fantastic idea, and I can't wait to see this get started. Well, I'm going to head out. It's time to say goodbye to everybody. Take care. Well, that wraps up this video. Today's video is affiliated with W Energy, which was formulated to give you focus and energy with no jitters or crash. It contains vitamins, amino acids, and nootropics, including the patented neurofactor. Check out this great boost to help you through any game, anytime. Use my partner code JobuffaloGaming for 10% off your purchase. Well, I hope everybody had a great day. I hope everybody learned about how to make an automatic sorting system. I hope everybody learned how to use the redstone so that you can shut hoppers off in this automatic sorting system. I hope everybody knows what an overflow area can do for your sorting system. I hope you enjoyed our shop and our little prank on Rocket. Go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.